W's and L's, the weekly recap show where we give a dub to the things that we like and an L to the things that we don't. Okay. Yes. Young Miami is allegedly a escort for P. Diddy. Or was. I don't know what the case is. But allegedly, right?
This might be his Jermaine Maxwell, man. We've been
Sure.
looking for who the Jermaine Maxwell is, who are procuring the booty tank.
My only thing is I'm giving an L to the people who literally came onto Twitter and flooded Twitter with tweets saying that they didn't know that Young Miami was an escort. We're talking about the one that said, "Hood
I'm a
bitch, good
whore.
pussy, I ain't average. He can't come around without that cabbage.
No. The woman who told Jason Lee that she's a whore. And when he asked her to clarify, she clarified by telling him that she likes to get pissed on. That woman. Like, come on.
How did you not know?
Y'all not surprised.
How did
If
y'all?
anybody was selling ass in that camp, come on, man.
She
But
was
it makes
openly
all the sense
telling
now,
you.
right? Remember, they was we go together real bad, man. We just doing what we doing. Absolutely right. Both of those was absolutely right.
Yeah.
They go together real bad, and they just doing what they doing.
Yep.
All of it was correct.
Good point. I like that. Yeah. No, this was. You can see this from a mile away. She
Because in her
even has
mind,
tweets
she
here.
like, if I'm slutting it out for you, and I'm your man, and I'm your bottom bitch, then we go together real bad. Yeah. You got me doing all of that. Yeah, no, we for sure. And in his mind, he like, man, shawty, we doing what we doing.
Come on,
Literally,
man. The
because we doing what we doing. We selling ass.
The
We are selling
tweets.
assets.
Get that head bread and leave. Come on, what are we talking about? Of course. Now, 50 cents, baby mama.
That's crazy. Crazy.
Even crazier is him leaving her out to dry on her own.
So now we got all of these different accounts of Diddy, using people, manipulating people, allegedly, right? Yes. 50 Cent's baby mama, and then we got Young Miami now in here. We talked about the Meek Mill shit, Stevie J, and what have you. Stevie J is really interesting to me too. Stevie J is another one of these individuals who is named in court documents, has a picture provided as evidence about him folding a white man in a pretzel. You know what I'm saying? And instead of addressing that, instead of saying, hey, yo, Diddy ain't this, Diddy ain't that, he ain't never did none of that shit that they said, I have never done any of that stuff that they said I did, bloody, bloody, bloody. Nah, let me go holler at 50 Cent and try to fight him. Fam, is that you in the picture? Is that you in the picture that got Tom Holland's knees all up around his earlobes? Is that you? That's all I want to know. I don't want to see you fight 50 Cent. I want to hear you answer the question. Is that you? See, people standing on everything with Diddy. They standing on conspiracy. It's the shit with Diego, right? Oh, well, he in that legal dispute with Diego over the Ciroc shit. So they drummed up all of this shit. How could they make all of these random people from different situations all over the country out of nowhere? Like, fam, did they make Diddy move Usher into his house when he was an adolescent? Did they make him do the same thing with Justin Bieber? No. Did they make him adapt that random ass white girl that we haven't seen since she brought her into that live chat? Haven't seen that girl again. Haven't seen her again.
That was still wild. During an Instagram live, I adopted a white girl. She looks scared.
And apparently, Al B. Short got a doc coming out about his life story that he's teasing has something to do with Diddy as well. Like, if it was Jonathan Majors, isolated issue, we had never seen or heard of anything like this before, and then everything that came after it seemed like it was kind of drummed up to pump this stuff up. No. If there was this much circumstantial evidence about Jonathan Majors, you'd have never seen me get behind him and try to root for him. The reason why you stand up for Jonathan Majors and you let the wolves get Diddy is because Diddy is a wolf himself. You don't let people prey on your community just for the sake of, oh, well, I don't want the white people to win. I can't go with that. I can't get down with that.
Same thing with R. Kelly. Also, did you see the picture of Cuba Gooding Jr. with his arm around homeboy?
Yes, yeah. Cuba Gooding Jr. might get in trouble too. Oh, so all those names that we just named, right? We went through Meek Mill, Usher, Justin Bieber, Young Miami,
Chris
50 Cent,
Brown.
Baby Mama. Chris Brown wasn't never associated with Bad Boy, as far as I know. So
He was in one of the. Well, they alluded to
he
him.
might have went to the parties though.
Way. Yeah.
Could have been at the parties. Yeah. Okay. All right. Maybe. I don't know. Anyways, but it's not just sex that Diddy uses this stuff for. If you remember, his drug dealer was arrested last week, right? And he got caught muling weed and cocaine, right?
Yep.
Maybe that's not the only thing that Diddy has people muling, because apparently the investigation, of investigation that's being reopened into the 2000 shooting into that New York nightclub that we brought up. The lady was talking about a couple weeks ago, the one that got shot in the face, right? They bring that shit back up. They're trying to say J-Lo was a gun mule for Diddy that night. That in the middle of all that shit and him basically setting Shine up to take the fall for that shit, he made J-Lo's thirsty ass run the gun.
I wish it was drugs.
They about to break. I don't think she would have went for that. Plus, I wouldn't have trusted her with it. I wouldn't have trusted
drugs because it would explain where her ass went.
She still think. I just don't think that she accentuates it. Like she doesn't let the camera see it as much as she used to.
Yeah. Plus, we're in a big ass community.
Right. Like yeah. Jennifer Lopez ass used to be like ass. Now Jennifer Lopez ass is normal, and ass is like BBL ass.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't have those back in the day.
Facts.
Like Jennifer Lopez, Beyonce was getting up there. Maybe like Niecy Nash was probably like the thickest woman you could see on television regularly.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if it was maybe somebody thicker than her. Niecy Nash was thicker than thick pudding. She's thicker than oatmeal pancakes, boy. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, J-Lo being a gun mule is insane.
Yeah, J-Lo with the strap, with the blicky. So if I was Shine, I'd be like, man, you got to pay me too.
Yeah, well, yeah,
too,
of course. Also, apparently, Young Miami was bringing Diddy pink cocaine, which I did not know was a thing, but it's definitely a thing. It's like super cocaine. It's like ketamine, Molly, and cocaine all together, and it's literally pink.
Fucking
literally
Diddy.
pink.
It's ketamine, crazy. Molly, and cocaine.
Yeah, and it's pink. It's literally pink. Crazy enough.
Yeah, no, man. I guess that's the type of shit you got to do when you out here.
Jenny from the block, you already know.
For careers.
My next L goes to a very special guest. None other than Michigan head coach Sharon Moore, because he's so emotional that he had to go and block me, son. I didn't even tag him, son. Why he blocking? Why he blocking me, son? What's up with your boy?
Begging him to block you for months now.
What's up with your boy?
Like on this platform and on Twitter, you've been asking him to block you for months.
I didn't even tag that dude. You know what I'm saying? Why he's so soft? Why he's so emotional? Why he's so emotional? Matter of fact, this is your boy. This is your boy. He's so emotional. He can't stop crying. Inside his heart, he's slowly dying. That's why he had to block me. Why is your boy blocking me, son? Explain.
Because
I ain't even tagged him.
You've been asking him to block you for months. Like, not just like doing annoying stuff so that he would block. No, literally asking him to block you.
I don't know what you're talking about, son.
Multiple platforms.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I can only hope that he heard you asking on the podcast, and that's why he did it.
Did I ask on the podcast?
Yes, several times.
Did I?
Yes.
The point is, him, Desmond Howard, weak as fuck.
You're probably like on a automatic block list. Like when he got the job, he got a bunch of social media profiles to block, and your name was somewhere in there.
All I know, emotional, and let me find another homeboy, emotional. On to the two black men in this video clip. Let me set the stage. This is apparently an alpha male camp, as you can see here. And everybody who was involved supposedly had to pay $10K to hear this from this man.
Look at each other. Look,
oh my God.
More than 60%
yeah, 10K is nuts.
fucking Friday. I guarantee it. And I'll make sure of it. I'll make sure you earn the right to be here every fucking second. Because I see in your fucking eyes that most of you don't fucking belong here. And I'll be dead. I'll take this fucking knife off my fucking
Didn't have to show the knife.
And carve this fucking tattoo off my fucking hand before I let any of you.
Literally cut this tattoo off my hand before I let you.
I see it in your fucking eyes already. Your fucking
So like
souls are
you
mine.
supposed to be a totally different
fucking
man
souls
after
are mine.
listening to that for 3 days. Like what is supposed to change in your life in 3 days from this shit? He's got these tactical book bags. Just Jesus Christ. Look, would y'all come to our boot camp if we ran a real man and alpha male boot camp? Would y'all come?
Let's do it. I'd do it.
$49.99. That's the sign up fee. $49.99.
And it's not April Fool's. We are contemplating this now. This is a thing. Hell no. The first comment, William Mola. Hell no.
That's how you feel, William Mola?
Hell no.
It's crazy.
Oh no. Ora said fully enrolled.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Bet.
Fully enrolled.
Bet. Lock him in. Yeah, we gonna
William
get you in there.
Moloch.
Okay, what if I told you that instead of this horse shit where like we yell at you and you go do long runs and shit like that, we do a bar crawl, we paintball, and then we end up like at a game or some shit like that.
I like it. I like
Alpha
it.
male boot camp. But okay, so as we doing the bar crawl, I'll yell at y'all just so that we can have some clips to put in for the brochure.
So just do it.
Drink the fucking beer. Drink it.
Fam, this is insane. These two black men, like I looked at the video and I'm like, okay, this is crazy just in and of itself. And then they panned through and showed them. I was like, what are y'all doing there? Why are y'all there?
Those are the black girls don't like me because I watch anime niggas back there.
Facts.
That's them.
Facts.
Yeah, black girls don't like me because I read manga and I like anime.
It's not
I don't
that.
like regular black things.
It's not that. I can promise you it's not that. Yeah, I saw that and was disappointed. Terrible black man. We got to do better.
Their DEI. Oh boy.
That was funny.
Their
DEI is
DEI.
nuts.
Oh!
DEI is nuts.
I get it. It almost went right over my head.
DEI is nuts.
Their DEI members to the alpha male group. He said we got to get some black guys. Hey, listen, none of these guys are going to stay if they don't see any black guys in here. Okay. No, literally, like that probably literally was the conversation. If there aren't any black guys in here, no one's going to believe this shit is real. We need at least 2. No, call Isaiah, tell him to just sit in the back and act like he's a participant.
I've given Drake a lot of L's. But I think at this point, right, he told Meek Mill, it's been 4 days. Where y'all at? Right? Bro, where is the raps? Like, you told him that when he was on tour. Therefore, you're on tour. You should be able to make a diss back at Kendrick. Instead, you're doing this shit.
I'm gonna let you know how I'm feeling. Listen,
I'm gonna let you know how I'm feeling.
It's the same way I want you to walk out of here feeling about your fucking self.
Giving motivational speeches is nuts.
But you know how I'm feeling?
Fam, all of this, the shooting at Travis Scott and all of that stuff.
Drake looks like a Thundercat is hilarious. I don't know why he wears that.
No, seriously. Okay, so we're crying on our tour. We have no friends. You know, Ross, Metro Boomin, Future, Travis Scott, Ye, Kendrick Lamar are all on my neck right now. The only people that I've successfully beefed with in the last couple of years have been women. Where are we
Has
at?
that
right
even
now?
been successful?
Like, what is this moment in Drake history? What is this? What are we watching right now?
we're watching his fans go through it right now because they're trying to defend every single thing he does, and none of this is defendable.
I'm sorry, Johnny. He's not a what? You could have fooled me. He's not a diss rapper. Tell that to Common, Meek Mill, Kanye West, Future. Come on, man.
The Technicolored corduroys. Y'all crazy. Drake looked like he doing an alpha male boot camp. I'm glad y'all see the humor in like I do.
Like who's team Drake right now? Nicki and Wayne? That's it?
Lil Baby, Lil Durk.
Lil Baby and Lil Durk. No, they can't be on the same side.
Lil Durk.
Them niggas cannot be on the same side. Oh, you wait. You said Lil Baby and Lil Durk. I don't know why I thought of Gunna when you said those names. Lil Baby and Lil Durk are on Drake's side. First of all,
speaking of Gunna,
I don't think Lil Baby can rap anymore. What the fuck happened to Lil Baby?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think he can rap anymore.
His shit turned into like the baby shit. It is too much of the same thing over and over. Also, by the way, did Gunna get his bitch back?
I don't know.
Did Gunna get his woman back?
She never really had a reason to leave him anyways, because she not wrapped up in anything that'll get her touched over him snitching.
Sure.
Girl,
sure.
You was protege to Beyonce. Okay, you and your sister were underlings to Beyonce. Okay, you ain't got to worry about nobody telling on anybody. I don't think that's gonna come anywhere near you. So if she like him and she, but wait, he got another girl. He got a girl now. He got something. The light skinned chick.
Oh damn, he does. Chick. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
he got him a little.
Why they taking pictures? Confusing everybody.
They're not confusing me. I'm minding my business.
DDG, aside from the thing he did that you gave him a dub for, DDG and Gunna is an insane lineup for these two. I'm just throwing that out there too.
It is a bit nuts. It's a bit nuts. Is it weird that I respect DDG more than I respect Gunna? I don't think it's weird at all.
It's not, considering
DDG is the stand-up guy.
It doesn't make the best music though. It doesn't make the best music though.
Nah, that's okay. A lot of people don't. Just ask Drake.
The main thing you do for money, it's okay. You suck at it, but
just ask Drake. You can suck a little bit.
We're comparing Drake to DDG now?
No, I'm just saying, like, Drake put out a lot of music. He's put out a lot of music over the last, 6-7 years. He's had maybe 2 bona fide, like, hell yeah, that was it. You had Certified Lover Boy. You had...
He has one hot album every 10-year average.
The collab album with 21. I enjoyed that to a certain degree. Everything else is just kind of like, oh, okay.
It's been pretty mid, for sure.
Midi. But what's crazy, though, is that people have been saying that he's been coming up lame for some years now. Like, we can take this all the way back to Story of Adidon. Like, yeah, them bars been coming up a little bit weak there, buddy. And now everybody seems to have gotten hip to the fact that he doesn't sound the same without 40. Even now, Kendrick talking about that. Now, is he gonna go on the shop and cry about the fact that Kendrick mentioned 40's name, that he dared mention 40 water? Right? Is he gonna cry about that shit too again?
Did LeBron mention how he couldn't disappoint him again? He said I could never disappoint you.
You could never disappoint me.
Also, just more goofy shit. Apparently, Drake invited Rick Ross's ex to a concert. It's just more shit that's not rapping. So, like
his baby mama, the chick who be telling all this shit.
No, his new ex, his most recent
funny as fuck. She is hilarious. What is her name?
I haven't seen anything. Tia Kemp.
I
haven't seen anything she's done recently.
Dog, she's fucking hilarious. That woman needs a TV show.
Maybe 50 will give her a TV show.
She was sitting over here talking about, yeah, Drake, and he talk about you real bad, Drake. Yeah, and he racist too. Cause he be up in the middle of the night. He be up to like 2 a.m. eating sandwiches.
Yikes! Insane.
Up till 2 a.m. eating sandwiches.
I could see it, but insane,
bruh.
That killed you. That's crazy.
She said he be pillow talking. He be up till 2 a.m. eating sandwiches.
This nigga is crazy.
Get Tia Kemp a show, boy. God damn it. Get her a show.
On to a dub. Nina Turner was on the Breakfast Club, and she had some great things to say about black voters specifically, and why the Democrats fucking suck when it comes to black voters, because they think we're just going to do their job every single fucking time. And pretty sure that's not going to be the case pretty soon. So
don't blame black people for this. Why we got to keep saving folks? Mm-hmm. And black men have been emasculated in the Democratic Party. That's real. They don't see themselves, because to lift up black women is beautiful. We should, but not at the expense of black men. Mm-hmm. We have achieved what we have achieved so far in this country because we are together. And we can't pick up other people's bad habits. White women may be able to lead a white man by the side of the room.
From Nina Turner. I've never heard her go that route with it that blatantly. That's certainly not going to earn her a whole lot of friends within black feminist circles, male or female. But I don't think. See, when you get into these type of conversations and you start talking about it, it's very easy to fall back into the standard gender wars of it all, and so it's tricky waters, man, because you wait in some really nuanced conversation. When you talk about different pushes to improve, college admissions for black women, or access to college funding and different type of programs for nursing and things of that nature, understaffed professions, and how they've kind of funneled black women into that pipeline for earning degrees and higher earning potentials and things of that nature. There just doesn't feel, at least recently, that there has been a push governmentally or industry wide anywhere that had that same effect for black men. And so it's very easy to see discrepancy, right? You see black women going to college for more than what they were before, graduating at higher rates, earning more, things of that potential or of that nature, excuse me. And so it draws this stark comparison where black community still suffering. Black men are in the middle of that, right? Being sole providers to most of the households, but then also mainly not meeting a lot of the educational requirements to continue to provide as the sole provider, right? In this ever-changing economy with inflation going up, cost of living going up, wages apparently, according to all the economists, outpacing inflation. But don't tell anybody filling up at the pump, at least not where I live. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or trying to buy some groceries, because it sounds like horse shit.
Yeah.
So when you're talking about it can very easily devolve back into that standard men versus women. Oh, welfare and child support and all that other stuff. And we can just get back into the same old standard back and forth that I have us arguing until the cows came home. But if you have a really nuanced conversation about where aid, where support has been given in the black community, not to say that it's adequate for black women, right? Definitely not going that far, but it has outpaced that of the advancements or allowances for black men. I don't think is really out of the question at all.
Agreed.
It's good to hear her say that. Yeah, man, I got into a bit of a Twitter spat with an On3 contributor here this weekend who was really pissing me off. Has been pissing me off. Not gonna lie. This is definitely Michigan related, so Buckeye fans can chime out for a moment.
No, I'm blocking all of you.
EJ Holland has been, in my opinion, one of the best examples of why recruiting as a measuring stick for recruits, the recruiting services being the measuring stick for recruits going into college is inherently flawed. All right. So here you go. As my boy says, Mike Hart had just won top 200 2025 running back visit Michigan in the fall. Tony Alford has had 3 on campus this week. No, I wasn't just hating. No Ohio State fans wasn't lying about Alford's efforts. Proof is in the pudding. Running back recruiting is changing at the University of Michigan. Okay, so much to talk about there, right? Number one, Mike Hart had just 1 running back recruit visit in the fall for 2025. Tony Alford had 3 come this week. Okay. That puts the idea that if you are not recruiting a top 200 running back, right, that you are not recruiting well or adequately. And then if you are not recruiting well or adequately, then you are also not doing your job as a coach, because later on in this thread, you'll see that he asserts that recruiting, or if you're a good recruiter, just a okay recruiter and an elite developer, that constitutes doing half your job. But anyways, here we go.
Wait, so recruiting is doing half your job?
No. So he called Mike an elite coach.
Right.
Say he was an elite coach, but since he wasn't bringing in top 200 guys, that he was only doing half his job. We'll read it.
Gotcha.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay.
So,
because the other half is developed. Oh, you say that in your tweet.
Yeah. I'm just name you a couple running backs that are on our roster right now that a lot of guys would like to have, who were developed by Mike Hart and that weren't ranked in the top 200. You ready? Khalil Mullins, right? Benjamin Hall. Now, how many Big Ten teams would like to have either one of those guys? Hell, any team, SEC teams, would like to have one or both of those guys. Damn their star rating coming out of college. But EJ Holland would have you believe that since Mike Hart made or developed Khalil Mullins and
Benjamin,
soon to be Ben Hall, right? Soon to be Ben Hall. That somehow counts for less than recruiting guys that are in the top 200, whether or not they develop or not, right? It also leaves out the fact that Tony Alford's recruiting efforts, while they were higher in terms of rankings and what have you while he was at Ohio State, only had 1 said running back drafted that he recruited and brought into school. That's J.K. Dobbins. So while he's out here touting Tony Alford's prowess at being able to get guys on campus, he doesn't even mention to you that he lost out to one of those top 200 running backs last cycle to the guy that he's trying to dog. Think about how fucking stupid this is. So Michigan running back recruiting is taking off because Tony Alford, the coach who lost Jordan Marshall last season to Mike Hart last season, right, is taking an upswing because of visits. Like, look how we're reducing this down. Not because of a fucking commit. Not because he got Davis and Bo Jackson and Trey McNutt to actually sign, which he didn't do last season either. Decommit from the guy from Miami, which I think that had more to do with the team than it did Alford personally. Lost out on Marshall, which that's a personal recruitment. That was his guy. That was his recruitment. Got James Peoples kind of as like a, okay. Because you lost out on Taylor Tatum and you lost out on Jordan Marshall.
Yeah, okay. No, that's fair.
So
no, he lost that. No, Taylor Tatum was after.
Taylor Tatum was after Jordan Marshall.
Oh, I meant after Peoples.
He was after Peoples committed. Because after we took Jordan Marshall, Taylor Tatum was trending USC Oklahoma. Y'all went James Peoples.
Right.
Then he committed to
Oklahoma.
He
went to Oklahoma.
He went to Oklahoma. Yeah.
Okay.
But even still, all guys that EJ Holland would have been sucking Alfred's dick about, and none of them committed to Ohio State. None of them actually came to the school. So I'm trying to figure out how running back recruiting has taken this exponential jump, and we haven't got a single commit yet. Just trying to figure it the hell out. So scroll down. Because I simply asked him to hop off of Mike Hart's dick and to stop mentioning his name because it's completely unnecessary. If you want to suck Alfred's meat, you can just go ahead and say that and say, good job, Alfred. You could just simply say, good job, Alfred. Here he is. What did he say? I'm only covering recruiting. Now, this is where he pissed me off. Because on one hand, he's intentionally leaving out information that would kind of level this narrative that he's putting out. It would level it out completely. It would actually kind of debunk what the direction he's trying to send us down. But because he's only a recruiting guy, he gets to wash his hands of all other things football that may apply to this situation and just say, well, I'm only here for the stars and the numbers.
Sure,
which is not football.
Eliminates half the context.
Half of the context of what it is that you're saying altogether. This is what pisses me off about these guys, man. They argue the stuff that it only pertains to their job. And anything that runs counter to that narrative, I don't do that. I only cover recruiting. Then shut the fuck up. Then shut the fuck up. If you only do recruiting, then why are you talking about personnel? If you only do recruiting, why are you comparing prior personnel to new personnel? What did I got to do with today's recruiting? Is it necessary to criticize the recruiting of the former coach to praise the new? Right? Roundabout. I said, what does that have to do with today's recruiting? A lot. Before Alfred, Michigan was in the lead for Iverson Howard, and that's it. So who are we in that? And who are we in the lead for today, Josh? After we had Jordan Davison on campus, who are we in the lead for today?
You're not in the lead for Jordan Davison.
We
don't even have a running back coach.
Jay Holland, just him smelling our assholes on campus was enough for him. Is enough for him.
Well, you know what? I will only give bail to the fact that this was before Jordan Davison being spotted on our spring practice with why can't I remember the lineman's name? Regardless, it's still a stupid point.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's dumb.
David Sanders.
Really? Oh, was he there? Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, they were like standing together.
David Sanders is a weirdo too.
Who looks at Ohio State's offensive line and says, "Yeah, that's where I want to be"? Fam, are you out of your mind? I dare you to go there.
Somebody who wants to be a part of the national champions next year.
He better take that ass to the SEC. You better go to
the Anyway, the one thing that EJ Holland is also leaving out, and it's very important context here, is that Tony Alford is a bitch.
Anyways. So yeah, that was my spat with EJ Holland. My next L is going out.
Iowa. Wait, what? What's happening? Why is everybody talking about LSU?
Are they playing right now?
Are they not playing? Damn.
That's happening right now.
It's almost over.
Fam, 94-45 is crazy.
Sheesh.
What the fuck, Angel Reese?
Damn. Good Lord. Oh my gosh. I hate Caitlin Clark, but we've already gone over that.
You can't hate her no more now.
I guess so.
Whooped LSU. My God. 40, 11, and 7.
That's insane.
Smoked, oh, girl.
That's insane. All right. Anyway, your next topic.
All right. Oh yeah, Breakfast Club and JBP are both getting an L from me for reigniting the Candace Owens conversation.
Yeah, that's I don't know why this is happening.
Yeah, look, listen, man, I hate to make it obvious for everyone, but Candace lost her job. Candace lost her job, and now she's trying to re-ingratiate herself with the culture driver demographic, i.e. black people.
Yeah.
Right? Like, if black people didn't re-accept Candace, she wasn't going to survive anywhere out of niche right-wing circles. And so she did all that she could do to get back into people's good graces, and she went on JBP and Breakfast Club, which I'm really starting to hate that is like a proving grounds by any means, because there's nobody on either one of those platforms who's intellectually armed to push back to Candace Owens and call her out for her horse shit. Like sitting down, not knowing what to respond to, saying God is good. Yeah,
that was insane.
What is that from? Why do we say that? Why do we say all the time? Why do we do that? God is good. Amen. Amen. Man.
It's not even necessary. Well, I guess it is a black thing specifically. I was gonna say it has more to do with religion, but I know it as a black thing, so I guess it kind of works. Also, the Breakfast Club had on. I was listening to this on the way to St. Louis. They had Mayor Eric Adams,
New
York, and they had this
I know you're talking about the chick.
Olayemi Olurin.
Mhm.
She's a public defender in New York, and they
Mhm.
kind of had her on to like ask the questions that like they don't fucking ask and to kind of push back.
It's
They
embarrassing.
did a
man.
terrible job with it. Still, they
Yeah,
didn't let her talk for shit.
That's embarrassing because you are the platform. People are coming to you. They coming to y'all. So for you to have to bring in an outside source to talk to these people that you are having on your show is embarrassing.
It is.
It's fucking embarrassing.
They needed to let her
CNN
talk
ain't
more.
calling out. They're not calling in like outside contributors. They dealing with their own people that they know, right? Fox News not doing that. MSNBC ain't doing that. And if you're not them and you're not trying to do what they do, how about you hop out of that space? How about you hop out of that space if you're not going to do it seriously?
It's a fact.
How do we get through that interview and not ask her about the White Lives Matter shirts? How do we get out of that interview and not ask her how she got all these feelings about how to fix black families and she's not raising one? How do we get that far away from her? Yeah, the biggest lie that the media ever told was telling me that I hated my people. No, you told us you hated your people.
I mean, we're talking about the platform that had Tommy Loren on.
Hey, listen, the only thing she had to do was say the words genocide in relation to Israel, and that was enough to get her booted. But, Hitler was a good guy. He just, tried to take his wackiness outside of Germany. Oh, that was good. Which is the craziest fucking thing, right? So I can say that Hitler was cool with what he was doing in Germany as long as he kept that shit in Germany, i.e. killing Jews, right?
Mm-hmm.
Totally fine. Told Shapiro in the Daily Wire. Candace Owens says that Israel is committing a genocide in Palestine, and she gets booted within a week. It's insane. It's insane.
Makes sense.
It's craziness.
Yes, agreed.
All right. Oh, Bill Maher getting a huge L for me. Huge L from Bill Maher. Okay. Go ahead and go to the bookmarks for me. Like I always knew Bill Maher was a dick. But then I started realizing that he was just like a hardened centrist, and that really turned me off to him too. And then now I just think he's a dick overall. Like just a dick at life. Like there are political dicks, but then you could probably still kick it with him in real life. No. Bill Maher's a dick politically and otherwise, personally.
Here we go. You said bookmarks. I was looking at the notifications.
And you should see a video with Steve-O.
Steve-O.
Yeah, there we go.
Got it.
So apparently, Steve-O, first of all, Steve-O is sober and has been so for 16 years.
Yes.
Who the fuck would have thought? The man who stapled his nutsack to his legs and called it a butterfly would be sober 16 years. Insanity. But he did that, right? And so I think he's talking to Ari Wasserman. Is that who he's talking about? Is that who he's talking to on this podcast?
Yes.
Is that who that is?
I have no idea.
Anyways, yeah, this was the guy to his left, former guest on Bill Maher's show. Apparently, he was talking down to him. He tells his own story about Bill Maher. Apparently, Bill Maher has a podcast where he smokes weed all the time, blah, blah, blah. Kind of like like Tyson up and smoke thing. He got asked to come on the show. He's communicating back and forth with Bill Maher's person. Asked them, hey, my sobriety is really important to me. I'll come on, but could he not blow his weed smoke in my face the whole time while we're there? Like I'm not, it's not what I'm into anymore. Bill Maher said no. So now apparently he's been on Mike Tyson's before. He's been the reason why he mentioned all the smoke is because he's been on there before. Mm-hmm. He said somebody else, Be Real, some other smoking podcast, and they all did it. And Bill Maher was the one bitch that couldn't.
That's insane.
Smoking. But think about it. So in that instance, Steve-O's an addict and he doesn't want to relapse. So right. he'll not take the cash or not take the opportunity to go speak with Bill Maher just to make sure that his sobriety is protected. Bill Maher can't not smoke for a 30-minute session to interview Steve-O. So who's the addict in that situation?
Bill Maher?
You know what I'm saying? Like who was really the addict in that situation?
That is crazy.
It's
That is insane.
It's pretty fucked
It's not.
up.
It's not like your platform is contingent on you literally
You
smoking.
weed, right? Like nobody. The first thing I think of when I think Bill Maher is a political asshole. He dated Corinne Stephens, and he said nigga, and he had to bring on Ice Cube to apologize for it.
Sure.
So like nothing that has anything to do with weed.
But like
God.
you can't smoke before.
God. Hates God, hates Jesus, hates Christianity.
You can't smoke before and then have the interview. Like what?
Yeah, get high before the interview. Like what are we doing here?
Yikes.
You didn't realize that he was a smoker, William, because he has a stick up his ass. And you wouldn't think that anybody who ingests marijuana would be that uptight.
Facts.
Okay, so that's Bill Maher. You talked about J-Lo. That was my first L. Got 2 dubs. First one is going out to rookie, freshman, phenom, much maligned, former number 1 quarterback in the 2024 class, Jaden Davis. In an offseason where names like Dylan Raiola and Aaron Nolan and Julian Sand and all these names, Nico Maliava and what's the guy's name? UCLA to Oregon. Dante Moore and DJ Lagway. Just name after name after name after name. Haven't been hearing a whole lot of buzz out of the 2024 class, right? There's a little bit of shakeup happening in Ohio State's locker room right now in terms of quarterback, but nothing in terms of a guy hopping out and making rave reviews, or he may be a freshman Heisman candidate, or turn the program around in year 1 type guy. But who is in the conversation for Michigan's starting job along with Alex Orji? Not Jack Tuttle. Davis Warren has gotten some look. Not Jaden Denegal. Jaden Davis. So why one of those quarterbacks who saw a historic rise in the Elite 11 to even be considered as one of the top 4 or 5 quarterbacks in the entire class after the Elite 11 is now seeming like he might end up at another school by the end of the fall. And the other one is vying for the starting position.
Oh, are you talking about Aaron Nolan?
National champions. Yes.
Was that a knock at Aaron Nolan?
Yes, I'm talking about Aaron Nolan.
That's fair, but only because Julian Sand is doing the exact same thing that Jaden Davis is doing, apparently, according to the story.
Oopsie. Maybe I shouldn't went to Ohio State. Maybe I shouldn't have trusted Ryan Day. Maybe I should have went to a coach who wouldn't bring in another 5-star quarterback in the spring before I get a chance to actually prove what I can do in the field.
He transferred. What do you want him to do?
Oopsie.
Well, even still, let's be completely honest. There is a method and there's a path for them to both play.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is.
If he has to redshirt with a guy that's already in his class,
well, according to the method,
he wouldn't have to before he even have a chance to compete.
He would have to be a third year junior
before you even have a chance to compete.
4th year. Or
if
injury.
He's really as good as y'all said he was, then he'll leave.
Sure. But we have that problem. We have a lot of talent in certain rooms, and sometimes some people have to leave. A la Joe Burrow. It happens. It happens when you have so much talent in your rooms,
just not enough talent to get that dub.
We'll be a dynasty. We'll be a dynasty soon enough.
Shout out to Jaden Davis, man, having a good fall camp or having a good summer camp so far, or spring camp.
Ryan Day's beard, oopsie. All right, fam.
Anyways, last dub I got is going out to LeBron. Last dub.
Oh, dub. Okay.
I believe it was the game versus Brooklyn. They caught a clip of LeBron James rapping every lyric of Kendrick's verse on Like That.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is safe to say that Drake has taken all of his appointments at the shop and canceled them. He about to have the barber pull up. He not going to the shop no more. He don't fuck with Rich Paul and them. He said the niggas is the ops. So he made basically a Travis Scott pinata to shoot up at all his concerts when Travis played like that at Rollin' Loud. So I can only imagine what he gonna do for LeBron, next time they in Toronto or some shit like that.
It'll undoubtedly be corny.
Oh, it'll be corny as fuck. But just the fact that I know he's gonna be even more butthurt about the fact that LeBron did this. His best friend, LeBron, you could never disappoint me, LeBron. When? Where have you been?
My whole thing is, it seems a little weird that everybody is just kind of turn the tide on Drake. And I hate that for Drake specifically. I love that for all of the Drake stands on Twitter going through it right now. It's the funniest thing in the world.
I think it was the best thing for hip hop right now for all of this to be going on. Styles P dropped a freestyle the other day. Y'all brought Styles P out of retirement. That's what the energy is like right now. Like coming off the back of people talking about diminishing week 1 sales and all the female rappers is holding the game up right now. Like rap needed this. They needed this Olympics, this mini Olympics, however long it lasts. They needed it. So
interestingly enough,
in my opinion,
we haven't had this feel since the Control verse.
But that's what really sparked. I'm telling you, that's what sparked most of Drake's losses that he's taken in a diss type of fashion has sparked from his response to Control. His idea for Control was, it was a good little moment. Everybody got excited because he named everybody, but the song sucks. And I'm telling you, ever since he gave that interview, any diss that's come out versus Drake, from Infrared all the way up to goddamn Like That, has been a bop. It's a bop. Every single one. Story of Adidon, all of this shit goes.
Yep.
It goes.
Yep. Drake gonna do a podcast with Inez Cantor Freedom.
Even the shots that Ye threw him on damn Junior Watanabe. Junior Watanabe on my rig. Tell him this.
I haven't listened to that song forever.
Junior Watanabe.
Good song though.
Yeah, I know. I enjoyed Donda a little bit too much, but
no, it was a good album. I just haven't listened to it in a while.
He did.
You know what's better?
That cemetery line go hard.
Yeah, it did. Ye is better than Donda. So
no, it's not. What? Who thinks that?
Seven track album better?
No one thinks that, other than you.
Maybe it's a hot take. It's better.
It's a scathing hot take.
Yeah, you haven't even listened to Ye in a while.
It's like that's like saying Kids See Ghosts is better than.
You know what the problem
is? Kids See Ghosts better than Life of Pablo?
I haven't listened to Kids See Ghosts in a while. No, Life of Pablo. No, Life of Pablo. Life of Pablo. No, Life of Pablo. No, Life of Pablo. No. But you know what made me fall in love with Life of Pablo was the tour. The tour made Life of Pablo even better.
Sure.
But I think the reason why people don't like Ye is because the first song he's talking about killing Kim, and it's really weird. The album is great though.
Yikes. Anyways,
just throwing that out there.
So that is it for my dubs and L's this week. Mic drop moment.